So hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another vlog. Getting attacked by a squirrel. Dear God. Recording this the day of once again. Seems to be my trend. My schedule is only allowing me one day off this weekend. My weekend's getting shifted next week to Wednesday and Thursday, so it's a little wonky. This is what happens when you work for a company that does Sunday through Saturday for their scheduling. They can give you any 2 days off they want in a row, and it's a bullshit thing, but it's a thing. So you deal with it when you work within a corporate structure. So you don't have to always like it, but you got to deal with it. What in the hell's going on here? So are you following me today? Are we in a good mood, camera? You gonna do your thing? So it's 10 a.m. So okay, yeah, you're not gonna look at me at all. You're trying to look the same way I was. So yeah, I'm off doing my weekly grocery run. Not looking forward to this. A little nervous, to say the very least, but it's been an interesting week. The numbers in Quebec have skyrocketed beyond what they have been before. Every day it's been over 1,000 cases. The high peak was just over 1,300, which is lovely. So that's a nice treat. And the other side effect of all this is that they're telling us, that to go along with it last time, a lot of things were happening within old age homes and that kind of stuff. This time it seems to be community spread. As I've stated in the past, even if we find a cure for the pandemic, we've never found a cure for stupid. And stupid seems to be playing a major role in all the problems that we're having here. And it's not just on personal levels. I also put some of the onus on the governments and all that as well. When the cases started spiking again, put restrictions in. Still, there's a lot of schools open. All the schools are open, I should say. And there's over 3,000 cases in schools in the province. So obviously children can carry this, or the adults that work within the industry can carry it. They're finding a lot more instances within workplaces, as well as gyms and cinemas, that kind of stuff. So all that's been stopped, but too little too late, we don't know. We are officially in our second wave here in Quebec, so hooray, yay us. So with that being said, it makes me nervous to go out and do this kind of stuff. So I'm doing it at times when I don't see people, and if I see a lot of people, I will be turning my happy ass around and going back home. I have enough food to last for a while. I'm getting things that I need to have for the coming week. If I need to push off some of it till Wednesday or Thursday, so be it. So be it. Not gonna be the end of the world for me. It's something that I direly need. Except for doing the vlog. That's the one thing I needed to do. So that's why we're out here doing this. You may end up seeing vlogs with me with the mask on, depending on how bad things get. Right now, there's not another living soul on the road, so I take side roads and back streets and stuff anyway to stay away from people. This is not like my vlogging street or anything. I walk down these side roads all the time because I like staying away from people. Even pre-pandemic, I just don't really care much for social interaction or being near folks. And also, try to stay away from the highway as much as possible. I mean, I live near it, so I hate it. It's a god-awful racket, and it drives me insane. So technology. Ooh, it's been a fun week for me. My allergies are really acting up today too. So you hear me clearing my nose and my throat. Valid reasons for it. Allergies. I just took my allergy pill a little while ago, so it takes a bit to kick in. And Yeah, so it takes a while for my allergy pill to kick in, and it's bothersome. But I had to go out and do my stuff. Technology. So I've been kind of on a tech bender as of late, and valid good reasons for that. There's a lot of cool tech coming up. Hello, camera. I'm right here. I don't know what the hell. I get face detect on this thing. This is one thing I'm looking at changing. Is I love this camera. Honestly, I do. But I don't put it through its paces. Like, I'm not stressful on this thing, and yeah, it works. It's fine. But I will be looking at something else down the road. But we'll see. Like, maybe they'll update the firmware and it'll be amazing again. We'll see. But that also comes to, again, talking about technology and seasons and stuff. This winter, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I don't know how well this camera will handle the cold weather, and I will record as much as I can when I can. I mean, it does generate some heat on its own, so it'll help keep it so warm. But if it can't handle some of the sub-freezing weather that we have here in Quebec, I may end up doing different style of hello, yes, hi. May do a different style of vlog. This thing doesn't like when I do quick turns. Hello, see, and I'm over here. Hello, camera. There you go. Yeah, it does not. It is not happy. Not a happy camera. I swear to God. The AI hates me. So, yeah, as I was saying, I'm looking at the GoPro 9. I don't like the price on it right now. But it does have a lot of little features that I like. So I'm like, do I go for that? Or do you just pony up and buy a regular camera, get like a small handheld one that's not a DSLR? So I'll look into it. I've got options, so we'll see. And the reason that I worry about it is because I enjoy doing these vlogs way too much. It's not something I want to let go. But again, I may just end up sitting in front of my computer vlogs, or sitting on my couch vlogs. I may want to just talk about stuff. And, it's not just me walking and talking. It's me sitting on my fat ass and talking. Okay. So I cross the roads a lot because I see people. And so I'm going to be doing that again. And hopefully not getting run over in the process. So, other bit of tech that I'm actually probably going to be upgrading to, that I'm actually excited for. AMD did their announcement on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Thursday they did it. They announced the new Ryzen processors, the CPUs for computers. And oh baby, I upgraded last year in the knowledge for myself that it was a necessary upgrade that I needed to do from the one I had previous, and I bought an inexpensive processor so that I could upgrade down the road. So the 2600 was on sale last year. I paid like $150 for it, Canadian, but it put me into the AMD market. So, or the system that they have, the AM4 motherboards and processors and all that thing. The 2600 has done me exceptionally well. I have no complaints over it, but I do notice that it has issues from time to time. Because of certain aspects. The memory that I've got for it only reads at 2600 megahertz instead of the 3200 megahertz that it comes with, that the memory is rated at, and that comes down to motherboard. So that puts me in, like, I wanted to upgrade it anyway. So I am looking at the B550 or the 570 motherboards, which is the newer models. They're a little bit more pricey than the last year's models, but a lot more upgrade paths on them, and And the reason I wasn't jumping onto those is because I wasn't sure if they were going to be putting out a new motherboard variant this year with the new processors. They didn't. So PCIe 4 is going to be on there, which means that not much now, but down the road, that there will be new faster hard drives that run on the PCIe 4. The video cards are gearing that way as well, to take advantage more of the bandwidth of it. So, and then the processors that they announced were upwards of 20% faster than last year's models, which is a huge jump comparatively. I think we're looking at, normally, like most upgrade iterations, you'd look at a maybe like 7 to 10% increase. This upwards of 20 is huge. Allergies suck. Yeah, so having that kind of a jump over last year's iteration means it's way past what I have on the 26. So I'm on Zen Plus. So I'm not even on Zen 2. This is now the Zen 3. So, and then next year Zen 4 on the 5 nanometer. But that's going to be a new architecture, my understanding, and it's going to be new motherboards and stuff. So I think it's going to be on the 5 nanometer process. But a lot of the changes that they put into place this year are pretty interesting. They came out with 4 processors, starting off at the 5600, which is a 6-core 12-thread, 5800, which is the 8-core 16-thread, 5900, which is 12 cores, 24 threads, and then their behemoth, the 5950, and that's going to be 16 cores, 32 threads. Prices range around $300 US to $800 roughly, I think it was, or $750. I wasn't interested in the 5950. I'm usually looking at the 6-core variant because I've usually gone low to mid-range for most of my builds. But I'm going to take a leap of faith this time. I'm looking at the 5900. That's the one that's going to be $550 US. The 5800 is $450. The 5900 is $550 US. And that would put me at a 12-core processor with 24 threads. That is an upgrade that I know I can maintain for 3 to 5 years. Barring any huge changes in the industry or the system. So that would put me, if I get a B550 motherboard and the new processor, that should put me up at about $1,000 US, or Canadian, sorry. And that should be okay for an upgrade path for me. That will mean that I can sell off or hand down my other computer that I have currently, or my other computer that I use as a backup. So we'll see. I will make changes and decisions as it comes out. But that's just the where it stands now. Who knows how they actually play out. These are synthetic benchmarks and stuff that we've gotten from AMD. Real world capabilities and all that, I don't know. The other aspect of it that I'm interested the other aspect that I'm looking into it for is the architecture of it. If you ever used AMD or looked at the AMD processors, they use a chiplet process. And with that, they've had 4 cores per chip, and they talk over, it's all, I get it, I understand the tech, I don't know if I could explain it properly. I'll just go to say is that they've changed how the processors now have access to the level 3 cache. There used to be caches broken down into 2 so that each chiplet grouping could access it. Now it's all under 1 so that they all have access to the cache. And the reason for that is that on every processor there's going to be 1 core that's running faster, that's going to be taxed for gaming and all that kind of thing. So they're focusing on gaming this time around. And because of that, having access to the cache, and the reason I'm looking at the 5900 is it has the most cache available, and it also goes up to 4.8 gigahertz. I'm kind of stoked about 4.8 gigahertz. So, and against Intel's current lineup, it's running neck to neck or faster and cheaper, as far as I can tell. And I don't mean cost-wise, I mean efficiency-wise. 105 watt TDP on that. But the lowest end one's a 65 watt part, which is phenomenal. But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at, November 5th. So saving my pennies. I'm sorry, Amazon Prime Day. I'm not going to be taking part this year. Saving up. I've been saving up anyway. So, but yeah, I'm going to go next to the highway, which gets exceptionally loud, and I didn't like it last week and I had to edit that down because, oh baby, it's loud. I do want to thank you camera can just rot in hell. If I look away, it looks away. Or you didn't this time, did you? You're on drugs, camera. So again, thanks everybody for your support here on the vlogs, on my channel, everything that I do. Baldur's Gate 3 came out this week for me. That will be my game for the year. It's a big time sink. I don't know how well it's doing on the channel. I'm not too worried about it. My brain is turned off on the cares and worries about my channel. I focused a lot in the last year on trying to do things for views and things that I hate doing. I've dropped it all. I don't care. If my channel works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm fine with it. I do this for me. I do this because I love it. Where are you going, camera? I moved my hand. I moved my hand against my chest, and you decided to take a walkabout. You're drunk. I told you, but now you're doing it again. Who knows? But yeah, Baldur's Gate will be on my channel. I have so many games that I'll be accessing. I also have the Game Pass for PC. Forza put out, what is it? Horizon 7, I think it was. It's one of their, one variant. I think every other year they kind of do different versions. Last year, I loved the hell out of it. This year's I just installed, haven't played it yet. We will see. I think it's more of a track-based game, which I'm not usually very fond of. I like more of the, rural settings or, downtown settings, running around tracks and stuff. But they're streets that are turned into it. So we'll see. But I've got the Game Pass. It's going to do its thing. I'm out on the consoles right now. I can't see me getting an Xbox or a PlayStation, the new versions this year. Maybe next year. I'm going to focus on my computer because with my computer, I can do more of this stuff. I've been working on my set. We've got that completed. I've been working and got the set completed for the food channel. So I know I was saying I was going to have a video last week. I didn't get it done. Didn't feel like it. I went to go record it, and the energy I had was gone. And that's part of my problem, is that I'm running into hurdles mentally. The pandemic and everything else that's happening weighs on you. And it's weighed on me quite a bit. And, last week was decent. This week was rough. And I'm taking it day by day. So I'm doing things that I can that are positive for myself, but there's a lot that weigh in on this when we're doing these things, and focusing a lot of energy on my channel. Not necessarily the best, so I'm focusing in on me again, which I think is the best. So you'll see these videos because I love them. The videos that I make are of the games that I'm enjoying at this moment. And I'm enjoying the fact that I'm completing games. I'm sitting down and I'm playing through. I beat Horizon Zero Dawn for the second time, but the first time on PC. So much fun. I'm really enjoying Knights of Amalur. I think I'm closing in on the end of that one. Grim Dawn, I'm closing in. I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through that one. Baldur's Gate, I'm just touching it. Like, it's so hard. But I don't know what games I'll have in place for things. It could be ARPGs, it could be anything. Could be something that tickles my fancy on the Game Pass. I could go back to Cube World. I have no idea, but I'm not going to be focusing on anything in particular other than just enjoying myself, having fun, and making videos that make me happy. And this is one of them. So anyway, thank you everybody for all your support. I'm going to stop standing here in this parking lot for whatever the hell this is. It's not even a mall. Hello? It's not even a mall. It's like, it's a mall-ish. It's like if a mall was desperate, this is what a mall is. But anyway, I'll see you guys soon, next week, in our next video. Take care, everybody, and thanks again. Bye!
This is a song for all the